Last week, I showed you a fun tutorial where I teamed up with Viking star Amy Bailey to teach you hairstyles from the show that can be done in short hair. Afterwards, we stuck around for an interview about the show's hairstyling, costuming, and stunt training behind the scenes. Check it out for some great insider Vikings knowledge. The cool thing about Vikings is that it's very variable. The hairstyles have continuous themes for each character, but they always change it up exactly how you do it. Once you get to this point, you can do whatever you want with the hair. You can like add more little braids
and add stuff in, like
exactly.
Like
you can put a chain
like this. You really want to look like Kwenthrith.
Yeah.
Always at a headband.
How do they normally style you on the show?
They use lots of, actually they use a lot of jewelry, like neck and arm pieces in our hair. So quite often they'll go to, they source stuff from opera houses in Italy, and they will weave necklaces and things like this. I'm assuming this is a necklace, and they put it sort of, weave it up in there and then weave the ribbons down through the braids.
Cool, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And what do they normally do with your hair? Do they add in extensions for it?
Yes, so on Vikings, I used to have hair as long as Shannon's. Yes, so I had naturally long hair, but then I had a piece that was sort of like this, and that was really long. It was probably 3 feet long, and they would weave it into my natural hair in the back, so that I just had more and more hair. I had a hell of a lot of hair.
I have a lot of people say that they feel like their hair's too thin for all of this. I'm like, why can't I have hair that's thick enough? And I'm like, girl, there's no one has hair that thick.
I had a team of people working on my hair, so it wasn't anything that I could have done by myself. For the camera, you want to be able to pick stuff up, so they wanted to have a lot of volume. I mean, I was telling Shannon that a lot of times it'd be so frustrating because I would spend an hour in hair and I had this beautiful, like, it looked like a buffet of Danishes on the back of my hair. It was just all gorgeous. And then the whole scene would be shot like this. It was so frustrating, and I was always trying to be like, what, Egbert? What? Where's Ragnar? You know, it was so beautiful. Yeah, we missed a lot of it, but it was amazing. Amazing. Shout out to Dee Kokorin, who is our hair designer. Amazing woman and phenomenal hair designer.
And you had a big team working with her too.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we have lots of people. So she designs it, and then, but they're very open as well. So any of the actors had suggestions or thoughts about stuff, Dee would always listen to us, and we would kind of create the style together in a way.
Is there any other cool stories that you have from the makeup room?
About hair?
About hair, or even just on set?
Well, an interesting thing about Vikings is that, you know, usually when you're filming, the women all have 4:30, 4 o'clock a.m. time calls because they take longer with the makeup and all that kind of stuff. On Vikings, the men take much longer because they have longer hair. Also, they wear makeup and the women don't. Well, I didn't anyway, so I loved it. So I would come in and have like no makeup done pretty much, and then an hour in the makeup chair. The guys were in for 2 hours or longer because they had to have scars put on. They had to have full body tattoos. Clive, who plays Rollo, had full body tattoos on his chest and stuff. So that was an interesting one that the guys actually had to go earlier than the girls.
Haha. Longer line at the men's bathroom, finally. Do you get to keep anything from the show?
If you're really nice to the departments, you can ask to keep some things. Sometimes they'll gift you things when you leave. They'll give you like some, when Bob, who played Torstein, got killed off, they gave him his shield, his real Viking, and they are real shields. I can hardly even lift them. They're incredibly heavy, and he was given his shield. And I can't say that, it's a spoiler. Never mind. Still, I mean, but the thing about giving us stuff is they have to be careful because a lot of it's very authentic. So they can't give away one of a kind pieces.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but all our costumes are incredible. They all come from antique places, and yeah.
So with real shields, they must do a lot of fight training.
Oh, a lot. All the people who play Vikings, all of our actors are amazing athletes, and they work really hard with the stunt teams, and they're very, very strong, and they fight hard. And in season 3, when Kwenthrith got to sort of go to battle, which is a funny hair story actually, because I thought she finally gets to go with the Vikings, who she loves, and I said to Dee, let's let's do it as if Kwenthrith is trying to be a Viking. So we did like a pseudo kind of as if she was copying Lagertha on purpose. I don't know if you noticed that her hair changed for season 3.
Yeah, it was less drapey and more like structured braiding from the top.
Yeah, and that's because she was desperately trying to fit in with the cool kids.
That's so cute.
Yeah. But I got to watch all the battles from the ship because we would film and they would shoot back on me and I was on the ship going, oh, Ragnar, please don't die. And then they would shoot the battle and it was really happening and it was so exciting and so scary that I was not acting. I was really scared and really excited for real. They had the camera on me and I was really screaming my guts out going, ah, this is amazing. You know, like you watch people fight and you're going like that. Yeah, it was amazing.
That's so cool. You even got to fight too in this last season.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was very pregnant. Yeah, it was hard. I was exhausted. My feet and ankles were about this big after we shot, but it was cool. It was probably my favorite scene that I've done so far.